Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Edain mod for Battle for Middle-earth 2, Rise of the Witch King, as we continue on now to the faction that, unfortunately on Botta, was a bit disappointing, but hopefully is less disappointing, Isengard. Honestly, a faction that I've many times had troubles with playing in general, now has an even more elitist playstyle than it ever has before. Because not only do your furnaces have the same stupid rule that they only reduce the cost of upgrades if you're at level 3, you need to actually have the building at level 3. And for those of you that don't know anything about the new Edain patch, making buildings level 3 is not as easy as you'd think. It's much more time consuming and quite expensive. So let's begin with talking about the new Orc Hunters, which used to be called Scouts. They're now a specialised infantry, which you can only command 4 of these battalions at a single time. You cannot command more than 4 of these specialist Isengard Scouts, which are now called Orc Hunters, but still haven't been renamed on their thing, so yeah. Expect me to call them Scouts, Hunters, and a bit of a mix in between. Also, for those of you who haven't seen my previous videos, for every 5 buildings you have, you lose a bit of your economy. Isengard has a little bit of a difference with that. There's one building that does not get There's one building that doesn't do that for you, and that building is the lumber mill, which now clears nearby forest of resources. We already knew that. Lumber mills are not affected by supply routes. They are completely independent because they don't get resources like the normal way. They get resources by cutting down trees and making wood. But these labourers cost a lot of command points now, and you only start with 2. So if you want to get the best out of them, you have to get 5. That's always been the rule, 5. But now they cost 10 command points each. So instead of losing economy, you lose around, well in my case, 150 command points. I want to get these to be the most efficient they can. So yeah, Isengard has always been a more of a Isengard has always been a elite-centric faction, but now it is even more so by the fact that you surrender your early command points, which I don't honestly need as Isengard, because again you can only get 4 of these Isengard Scouts, which is similar to Botta, where you can only get 10 of the Scouts. But now, obviously you can get up to 1,500 command points quite easily. You're not restricted, as you are in Botta, to space. But also, you're not required to get a power to get your elite Orokai. You just need to buy the Machinery of War power. And that allows you to get your... that makes all your buildings level 2 for 1,000. Yeah, I make a lot of labourers, so... another 3 here. And here we have good old Bill Fernie, the Spy of Bree. Gonna pay for him to go straight to level 10. And they've already built Mirkwood. God damn it. Where? They've just built Mirkwood up here. Let's find out using the Palantir. We'll talk more about Isengard's powers shortly. How the heck... oh, there's one there too. Yeah, there's 4 outposts on this map. What the hell? Did they get arrow volley? Does Lothlorien get arrow volley? Tier 1 now or something? Okay, I might need to look into what Lothlorien's got, because our units have just taken a big hit to our health, and I don't know what caused it, and I'm a bit confused and afraid. But yeah, we can now get our basic Orokai, and much cheaper than the Orokai Hunters because of our mine shafts. Building 5, so we keep the 100% production. We lose 5% cost for our Orokai, but we do make more money in the process, and that is, in my opinion, much better. Now we can spam our Orokai all day long. I'm going to get Fernie out of here alive. See if we've got any heroes with his Snitch ability, which makes the nearest enemy hero visible. Oh, God. Here we go. It's going to be one of those games. Spam out Orakai that costs 200, by the way, compared to the 700 cost it took for Botter. And these are probably better. Well, sorry, not better, but on average better. Because one, they cost a quarter of the amount, third, quarter, something like that. No mercy. Why are you not hitting the unit I'm telling you to hit? See? That's just annoying. The AI doesn't do what it's told, and then that's just a unit that's now level 4 because it killed a level 10 hero. Yeah, Bill Fernie's pretty crap. I wouldn't even say he's worth getting for his resource power anymore because he's that crap. He's just that bad. I honestly feel like Bill Fernie's a hero you don't want to get. Because viewing an enemy hero isn't worth it. Stealing resources at Isengard is no longer worth it. But I still have feelings for Bill Fernie. I still see him as a valuable customer. So why were my labourers dead? They didn't have any archers. They just died, okay. And they've got guards of the Elven King already, because the AI is never restricted by resources or command points, because the AI likes to cheat. Alright. Our economy upgrades all come from the armory, or anyone that's wondering. Similar to Gondor, as they get it from the blacksmith. But unfortunately, our armory doesn't come with upgrades. But instead, it does come immediately at tier 3, so we can get all of our elite upgrades immediately. Which makes you question if getting the... what's the word? Jeez, labourers are so expensive. They're worth it, but God, they're expensive. Anyway, let's go over Isengard powers while we... yeah. So, Vision of the Palantir, spy on enemy forces, doesn't give a movement speed buff like it used to in Vanilla. Tainted Land, get a bit of armor, not going to get it, but yeah, it's there. And then if we continue down the more aggressive path, we get Devastation, which steals resources, does not freeze enemies in place anymore like it does in Vanilla. Then we get the Freezing Rain, cover the map in rain. And this is the part I want to see, along with this. Minions of the White Hand summons Dunlending Plunderers, which I imagine steal resources. Traitors of Rohan, which I imagine are a middling tier unit. In fact, I'm fairly certain it's the unit that Theoden gets in his corrupted form. When he uses his power on peasants, he can turn them into traitors. And then there's Grishnak's Orcs, because Grishnak's boy's power is now gone. But instead we get Grishnak with some Orcs. And then obviously we have Fires of Isengard. We have Saruman of Many Colours, which is Saruman's power, similar to Gandalf's power. He gets magic damage, cooldown reduction, and life points. And if you find the ring on a certain map, it makes a special surprise. But I'm not going to tell you what that is. We also get Industry. Selected structures in resource output is temporarily increased by 300%. So that's really good if you just want easy resources instead of trying to cut down trees. Obviously, Devastation will be good here, but I want to see off this power. Ruthless Exploitation. Summons a lumber mill which depletes the environment. So it just basically makes a new lumber mill. And that is basically a more prolonged version of Devastation. And I like late game plays. So yeah, I'm going to hold out on that. And I think it's time we get ourselves Ugluk, because he is going to really help keep our Orakai alive with his orcish medicine. His droughts. Oh, they got Galafrim too. Come on. I mean, I know I've got Orakai and all, but this is Lothlorien. Lothlorien isn't meant to have a strong start like this. You've only got 4 buildings. You've still got 1 build plot you're not using. You've got the Sanctuary. You've got the In fact, do you even have the Galafrim quarters? You do, but you don't have... Oh, those are border guard. That's a new border guard house. Oh, okay. Slightly different design on the border guard house, so it makes it more unique compared to the other building, the Galafrim quarters. Yeah, Bill Fernie. It feels like his model just glitches out and doesn't do what it's told. That's another reason why I think he's really bad right now. I want that outpost, but I also need 3,000 resources before I make it a good... Yeah, spamming Orikaidas works. Spamming Orikaidas works against everything. Let's snitch. Do you have a hero? Nope. They're attacking my lumber mill, though. God damn it. We could probably get some crossbowmen. And I will. Yeah, I know they are. Shut up. I don't need you telling me what they're doing. Oh, I just want alerts. Give me industry. And let's do it on one of them. Unfortunately, this doesn't give any other boost. You stay there and get some wood. Yeah, the second they're in the base, just let them. Just don't follow them, leash, and just keep going somewhere else because they will die. We have warg sentries, we have defense towers. Yeah, so this is Isengard's new defensive building for the small little structures you can construct here. I'm very poorly butchering this. You can construct the warg sentry, defensive warg who attacks all nearby enemies. So it's the same as the ordinary warg sentry. Oh, so I was an arrow volley. It was a thing they used before. An arrow volley, that's it. Arrow volley. We should probably build a building here to defend the top, but... What I want is this, the steelworks. And unfortunately, this is a little thing that's a little bit annoying. Lumber mills no longer reduce the cost of buildings. Oh, finally. Let's get the Forge Works tools. So all of our outer buildings get to tier 3. Now we hit a power spike because all these buildings are still 100% resources. That just made 84. That mine shaft just made 84 resources. That's a third of what I need to make a unit of Orokai. That's insane. That is actually insane. With that alone, I can with 3 ticks of that, and this is still going. This is a quarter back, and it's still going. That's really good. But yeah, Isengard feels more like a oh, it's difficult. You can be a bit plunderous playing with the Dunlendings. I've decided to go away from that path because I don't like being the plunderer, especially against Olaf Lorien AI where you can't really do that anyway. Because all their buildings get immediate upgrades and yeah, it's just not fun to play against. When you try to go aggressive against Isengard, oh great, and they've got Ents. Of course they've got Ents. It's bloody Fangorn. Give me... Oh, we don't have fire arrows. Well, we're screwed, aren't we? No fire arrows. Who thought that Isengard shouldn't have fire arrows? Honestly. Then he's shooting with a fire arrow. Okay. Okay, rude. Rude Ent. At least we're doing decent damage to it. We should probably get pikemen to deal with Ents. Now we know they're making Ents. Just need to find the Ent moot and destroy it before they can make more Ents. Because this is a... it should say on it if it's a... Yeah, it's hard. So it's... that was... that didn't come out right. It's it said hard on it, so it is the AI controlled. So there is an Ent moot somewhere we have to destroy, not just a dormant Ent. Because Ents do actually exist. They do come and go around here. And they're really annoying. Like most of Lothlorien. Okay, to come from here is pointless because they're just going to die to towers and wargs. I don't want to build a warg pit. Yeah, Bill Ferner, you're trash. I'm not building you again. Oh, it's triple chin. Ugh. Oh, apologies if I feel a bit moody while recording today. Very, very busy day at work. I am extremely exhausted. I honestly didn't want to record today, but I know if I didn't record today, then there wouldn't be any videos for the week. So yeah, I sucked it up and just did it anyway because I didn't have anything. I really just didn't have any other choice. Let's think what to do. We've almost got those tools. I just want to build the siege works and then just start rushing the base. Because the thing about Lothlorien is, if you destroy the center building of every like fortress or citadel, they just lose. They straight up lose. That's how Lothlorien goes. Extremely easy to kill. Okay, let's wait. Let's wait for Ugluk now because we are quite weak. We are quite weak. Build some laborers. Get some more Urukai. See what my current roster is. Oh, could actually do with banners. Let's purchase those banner carriers. What's attacking me? Oh god, they've got Beornings now too. I need banner carriers. I can. It's coming from Thranduil. Shut up. You want some? Then keep your mouth shut. The scenes with Ugluk were some of my favourite. Because, you know, you don't always get to see what it's like on the perspective of the evil characters. But with Ugluk in control of the Urukai, on their way to Isengard, you actually see what it's like for the Urukai in their normal day. It's a trap. Yeah, I should probably get Devastation just to destroy these damn trees. But I'm going to save it for the lumber mill because I want the lumber mill. I want to see if it's worth getting that lumber mill. The master wants them alive and unspoiled. Move faster. Kill that. Can't take his grog. Almost got some building, some upgrades. We could get Machinery of War free. Get the Shield Uruks, which are very good against Lothlorien because it prevents... an elvish weapon. The master wants it for the war. Thank God for Ugluk. That's all I'm going to say. Jesus, they're just spamming out elite units. And there's nothing I can do about it. Where? An elvish weapon. The master wants it for the war. If we get Saruman ring form, then that's it. We just win. Keep your mouth shut. They picked up our trail. Give him some medicine, boys. Now the only way to get the ring is to actually well, actually this is the first time we're getting the ring with Edain in a long time. So the way the ring works is you can't pick it up, you can't deliver it to the fortress. You need to have the ring hero pick it up. So if you find Gollum and you don't have the ring hero, yeah, a little bit of bad luck. Because you won't be able to pick it up and it will eventually disappear. Other than that, it just shows itself on the map. And if any ring hero picks it up, because some factions do have more than one, it will immediately transform the hero into the ring hero, whether they like it or not. Go get some wood. They've picked up a trail. They are not for eating. What about their legs? They don't need those. Oh, I must admit that the beginning scenes in the Two Towers, when I was younger, about 7, when I first watched them, 7, 8 years old, I honestly didn't like the evil scenes. But oh my god, I love them so much now. Now then, do we get Saruman the Blessed or the Cursed? Votes on Blessed and votes on Cursed. Here we go. We've got the ring. It's the Blessed. Oh yes. Blessed is the best form of Saruman in my opinion. I like the Cursed because he summons fire and all, but lightning. Oh yes. The world is changing. I mean, he's still weak to melee fights because he's now a ranged hero. They've been doing that all day. I must admit, Saruman, not Saruman, Isengard in general is pretty hard to protect everything. Oh, I meant to get the settlers, not the workers' tools, because now these guys don't have defenses yet. Let's get oh, nice. Exploitation, ruthless exploitation. Clears forest and resources. Will generate twice the resources, but half the production of other economy structures in the vicinity. That's a pretty small vicinity, though, so I think that's pretty good. I was going to show off what the normal Saruman can do, but let's show you what Saruman the Blessed can do. Dignified presence. Saruman uses the One Ring to increase his power by changing his appearance to resemble the might and dignity of the Valar. His attack is now a powerful ranged lightning bolt, and all nearby allies gain double damage, armor, and experience. Not just are all my Orokai stronger, but everything is doubled. As if it weren't already strong enough. Oh, you just go into the Uruk pit. I take it that's where they go to die. Orders from Orc maggots. Use some Orc medicine. Or Uruk medicine even. That is dark medicine. Yeah, Saruman's so strong against those single target units because he just knocks back everything. And his attack is instant. His cursed form, his attack is a little bit slower. Because it has to actually travel. Lightning, though. Well, if you consider the speed of lightning, yeah, that's pretty fast. Orders from Orc maggots. We'll soon get the heavy armor. Yep. Like I said, Isengard is all about us having those elite units. You don't... Early game aggressive units, that also works, but in my opinion and in my experience, just going late game Isengard is one of the most fulfilling things you could ever do. Because it feels like you're actually playing through what happened in the movies and in the books. Isengard just is a absolute powerhouse with some of the coolest looking units in the game. And this can also... Industry can now affect lumber mills. So it's now doing 600% resource production increase. That's pretty big. That's a bit big. So let's see what this one labourer gives to our lumber mill. Let's find out when he's finished cutting the tree. Come on, how much am I going to get? How much am I going to get? How much? How much? How much? I want to know. 165. There's only one other building that does anywhere near that much. And you know where that building belongs to? Isengard. Only Isengard's steelworker. Its outpost building generates that much more resources than that. And that's his base. 165 for one guy. And it's not even a temp thing. This is permanent. This is a permanent guy. He's giving me 165 resources. Oh my god. And that's got even bigger. It's going to be even bigger now. 198. He can pay for an entire unit of Urukai just by himself. And he doesn't deplete the production line either. So all these are still generating their maximum. Which is... I'm waiting for it. 34? Yeah, that's pretty decent. Then you can triple it to do even more. Saruman's level 8, by the way. I didn't even notice that the fact he was level 8. So his next power is that Saruman used the One Ring. Selected allied troops gain 400% armor. So it's even more unnecessary armor. Blessed One turns the heavens to flame. Target units in the area are burnt. Then Cursed Word. Units in the target area are permanently under his control. Let's just use that on a unit of Mirkwood's units because I don't care. Just as they are about to die. So yet we now have a... So if we were to ever fight another Isengard, and we got Ring Hero Saruman, we would just be able to steal those Urukai and make them permanently upgraded and powerful and so forth and so forth. I smell man flesh. Can we get heavy armor? Soon. Soon. Let's get Lurtz. And Sharku, you're weak against Pikemen, which Mirkwood makes a lot of. And because they have Mirkwood, it's kind of pointless to make you. Grima, you're trash. Bill Fernie, I've decided you're now trash. So yeah. Don't need anyone else. Saruman is a one-man army. Oh, it's Radagast. Oh, look, they actually summoned Radagast. 400% armor, because that's obviously necessary. Lurch has arrived. Let's get some, not them, one crossbowman. You know what I speak. The dwarves delve too great. We have 12 power points. I am not keeping track of anything right now. So our main Edain power, Wizard's Tower, improves Citadel to Wizard's Tower and enables the research of special upgrades. So for those of you that haven't played Edain in the past, oh, it's an instant upgrade. We have the Citadel improvements. Originally, you can get these immediately and they cost money, but now they are they're now free and yeah, you don't you need the power to get them. But I mean, you save quite a bit of money, and the upgrades you get are Murder of Crows, Calls upon Krebine. So you basically get the Krebine power mixed in with this. You get Excavation, which is increase the health of all structures in the base by 30%. So not only are they getting a... Oh, do you not actually get the... Oh, does Isengard not actually have the normal buffs for buildings? Because he has the Wizard's Tower. Oh, that's interesting. And Burning Forge, triple the production of the resources of the Citadel. So the Citadel normally generates about like 25, like 30 resources, 50 resources. Okay, that's a lot more than I thought. So we don't just get an extra, 150. No, just get an extra 100. And look how quick we're making money, and we're not losing anything either. Urukai is generally better. The main reason I complained with Isengard in Botter is the fact that we never got to see our elite units before we died. While here, we got them in the first 5 minutes. And now we're just throwing out elite units like I just don't care. Which I don't. And we're about to get the Steelworks and show off what that does. Researches upgrades for units and generates a high amount of resources. And I must admit, it is really good. The Steelworks just makes the elite, just again, improves on the fact that Isengard is the elitist faction. I think if I didn't get Saruman the Ring, I would have had a lot of trouble winning this. I mean, I would have gotten the Steelworks faster, but yeah. Do not let them rebuild Mirkwood. Do not let them rebuild Mirkwood. I refuse. But Saruman's level 10. He could solo the entire enemy base if he wanted to now. Just saying. The master wants it for the war. And also you get this lovely glow around your units. Well, the spikes. Because when your unit hits level 10, well, level 5 even. Actually, no. Units like the Orokai, they can get another upgrade once they get the banner carriers called the Orokai Captains, which is a specialized like banner carrier, but gives more. But not only makes the unit level 5, so it's the most optimal it can be. So can this affect the steelworker? Probably not. Let's just do it on here again. 56, and now we're about to make it do even more. Oh, okay. And if you use industry, you increase the recruitment time of orc laborers. That's why they allowed it to work on lumber mills now, because laborers take so long. But using that power on them actually increases its time as well. Yeah, it just says resource output, but it also improves the actual time it takes to make the laborers. That's cool. I mean, once you have this power, you don't need the lumber mills anymore. You can build the normal mine shafts because they just generate so much. Look at this. Look at this madness. 198. And here's the steel worker making 125. Orders from Orc Knights. It's ridiculous. Oh, when they finally fixed it, that Ugluk and his hunters can finally get targeted by the Q effect. Which is I call what I do every game. Let's get rid of that enemy. I'm sick of it. But Lurt's in melee mode because he's angry. In your places. Oh, we want to get Isengard unleashed, or do we want to see the minions of the White Hand? I want to see minions. I want to see the minions. See what they do. Devastation. Goodbye, stealth, and hello, resources. Tainted land. It might be because of the Edain texturing, but that looks so much better. Well, I think I'm just going to destroy the enemy now. Oh, they just built a Mirkwood here, so I can't destroy them if I take this fortress. Good. Let's just see Saruman when he's at his best. None shall live. Everyone else get away. This does not concern you anymore. I'm just going to build a lumber mill right behind the enemy base. Like the furnaces by day. Run away. Because otherwise it's going to die. Yeah, Saruman just does this permanently. If you don't touch him, he will do this permanently. That's how powerful he is in his ring form. He will just continue doing the same thing over and over and over again. You go back. Stay out of this. This is not your affair. Yep. Such a beautiful miniature. And look at this staff that's shocking with electric. What is that? What is that? Okay, let's finish this. Don't let them rebuild anything. Burn them all, I say. Good riddance. Where are my formations? So this is the thing, Orokai Captain. When equipped, this unit becomes level 5 and is resistant to fear, so it won't suffer from the lantern effect that... yeah, they won't suffer from the lantern effects of the enemy Lothlorien has currently got, which gives fear. They won't be affected by the fear effect of the Watchers of Mordor, and they won't be affected by the light of Cloudbreak. That's right. Mordor no longer, Isengard no longer cares about the light. They're too effective. And even if they were to assault my base, I can just make entirely new, upgraded, elite Orokai. Because, yeah, that's how good I am. That's how good this is. Yeah, we've got all those upgrades. We've got all the upgrades. So, yeah, this is pretty much what you want your base to look like. Obviously, if you're playing as anyone that's not Lothlorien, Mordor, or Isengard, who actually has walls, you'll want to actually use the siege works. Probably get the Machinery of War level 3. And get some mine berserkers, explosive mines, siege towers, ballistas, battering rams, ladders. And yeah, I just love the Uruk-hai. Again, I was saying I was indifferent about them, but when you get to this, but when you just bring them out in such a great fashion, it just feels so good. Also, your upgrade only costs 300, so you may be thinking, what's the purpose of the furnace? And to be fair, I don't really know either. Let's find out what the minions of the White Hand do. We've already, for those of you who haven't seen Isengard Unleashed, so on and so on and so on, just do it. Just find out yourself. Oh, it gives you. You have to choose. Oh, okay. Summon 2 hordes of Dunlending plunderers, strong against units with heavy armor and strong against buildings. Several hordes of wildmen to fight to your side, or summon Grishnak and 2 orc hordes to hunt enemy heroes. You could do them all. Oh my god, yes! Oh, and they're cavalry too! Oh! Okay. Okay, I'm in love here. Isengard, you've turned yourself around. You've turned yourself around really nicely. So, originally when I looked at that power and then saw that, what the hell? That's one of, Lothlorien's last powers, I think. You summon the horns. But yeah, this power reminds me of like Radagast's power. You get to choose between Radagast on foot, on his sled, and on an eagle. But you get to get not just only 2 units of orcs with Grishnak, you get some wildmen and Dunlending plunderers. But 3 different powers which you can separate into different locations. That is amazing. That has never been done before. Actually, I say that's never been done before. They've done it with the dwarves with their runes. But I mean, there's something like this. It feels so much more unique. Also, yeah, this seems to be the water in the water as trees. Because there really is no difference. Let's face it. Yeah, because summon Krebine. Which I guess are cool. Let's see if Grima has anything new. And Sharku and so forth. I doubt they have anything new. But yeah, I like the 2 new powers. They feel really good. The passive power Wizard's Tower obviously is going to be good. Because it's your central power. So you kind of need it to make your faction more optimal. But to be fair, for you, for Isengard, all it really does is it gives you the armor bonus that the fortress should normally give. So you don't really care too much. Wormtongue is the same, and he is still crap as ever. Who are you? You're the Krebine. There's their last Mirkwood. Burn it to the ground. Oh, they've got Ents here too now. Saruman! You've got a job to do. Just burn it all, I say. Get down, cur. You know who I speak, what I speak. The dwarves delve too greedily and too deep. In fact, no, I'm going to make the Ent destroy its own Entmoot. Just you tell me I can't. You tell me I can't use an Ent to destroy its own Entmoot. I'm a pitiful person. Oh no, I messed up. Oh, that sucks. Burn. Oh, and it actually burns. Oh, it's so cool. And now I'm just going to use lightning. Oh no! It found water! And I just burnt it again. Oh, that's made me feel better. Yeah, that perked my spirits up good. I want them armed and ready to march within 2 weeks. Saruman does not care about anything. They're coming out really quick. What the hell? That is fast as ever. Okay, that's... Oh. Okay, Isengard. Like I said, very strong late game faction. Very strong. Cheap upgrades. Cheap units. Basically Gondor, but has no econ problems. I hope you've all enjoyed. And next time, hopefully I'll be able to get another video out today. Will be for Imladris, because I'm leaving the dwarves for a later date. Hope possibly a free video in a week installment for the dwarves, because I feel like they need a whole week to themselves. Because if you don't know, the dwarves are 3 different factions. At least they were the last time I tried them. I don't know. We'll find out next time. But until then, ta-ta for now.